Good morning. So today's reading, I've already picked a rune, and this is a feeling of deep emotion and fear. So that's what I'm feeling from this reading right now, is deep emotion and fear. It's almost like an anxious feeling of something that could happen or might happen but hasn't happened yet, and there's fear around it, but it's bringing up a lot of emotion. So it's to do with something emotional within you. I'm going to get a couple more runes around it, see if we can dig in a little bit deeper. Okay, so for some of you, it could be on an intimacy level. So this is sort of like a deep desire within you, and there's a fear wrapped around it and a lot of emotion wrapped around it. But I don't feel that you're able to really express this in your world. It's almost like this is very internal at the moment. And maybe that's what's bringing up this fear. Maybe that's what's keeping it held there. You may be feeling that you've got some issues with your kidneys or like a back pain. That would be to do with that fear. That's where that emotion is. Now, I'm hearing about you need to take the backbone here, or you need to stand up with your backbone. I feel like you're coasting a little bit, or you're allowing things to just meander in the way that they want to go. You're not really taking any real control. And this is, is kind of saying like, that's your initiation here. It's like you have the ability to change the course here or dictate the course, but you're not right now because you're frozen by fear, or you're allowing fear to dictate whether you expose this desire or not. So for some of you, you're keeping it very close to your chest. Now that might be fear of what people think. It could be fear of failure, or just something not going ultimately to plan. So we're going to get into the T cards on this one, because they're always a good gauge of like what is happening here. What have we got going on? So let's see. Let's get into this a little bit deeper. So the fear that you're feeling right now, fear of happiness, and I'm absolutely going with that one. You're afraid to be happy. You're afraid to allow yourself to be content or happy. Now this is deep because, and I think this is why it's tied to your emotion. You don't feel like you deserve it. Something you did in the past or something that happened, you feel like that actually means you don't deserve to be happy. And you might not be able to admit that to yourself. I feel like it's very subconscious, but Spirit's kind of saying like, okay, so here's your challenge. You keep saying that you want to be happy. You keep saying that you feel this way or that way. But when something comes in that can actually provide that in your life, you're afraid of it and you run away from it. You'll know if it's for you, because that will have hit home straight away. Okay. And it's heartache over what you no longer have. So this could be maybe a relationship that didn't go the way that you wanted it to go. And perhaps there's bitterness around that, or you're holding on to that. For some of you, you might be waiting for somebody to come back round into your life and it's just not happening. You're not going to reach out to them. They're not going to reach out to you. I'm feeling like this is a time of like, you can either let this heartache rule your life, keep you in that bitterness, keep you in that fear and not feel the happiness, or you can see the happiness right in front of you, because I actually feel like there's something very happy happening in your life right now. Okay, dragon, beware of self-delusion. So you may be delusional if this is sort of like you're romanticizing a particular person in your life. Maybe you've been doing that for some time, or you've kind of told yourself that's the way I've got to go and that's the way it is. But this person might be not contacting you now, or not even in touch with you, or messing you about, you know. That might be what it is. Bear with me one. Ooh, sorry about that. So yeah, you've got to be aware of how you might be deluding yourself as to what the future is or what you need to do. Your fear is around something that's right there in front of you, that you could actually drop into that happiness. But I'm trying to get, why is the fear there? Because it's almost like you're afraid of how that's going to change you. Oh, well, we just got there. December and a wall, a misunderstanding. Now, I don't feel like this is December coming. I feel like this has been either last December or whenever, really. But there's something about a December time. It could have been around Christmas time. where there was a misunderstanding, and that actually brought a wall between you and somebody else. I feel it's like it created that wall between you, but I feel like it's still on your mind, and it's that's holding you back from finding happiness right now. So what do you need to do about that? Okay, you've got to let yourself get excited. There's something else in your life that I feel you absolutely could be excited about. You should be excited about, and it really does spark you. I feel like it really does ignite something in you, but you won't let yourself go with it. You won't let yourself be happy because you have this fear. Okay, there will be loss of material wealth. So there might be something to do with that as well. There might be something to do with fear of losing out financially in a situation. But I honestly, and I'm hearing somebody saying like, there's a firecracker ready for you. There's a firecracker in your life right now. There's happiness there. There's flowers. But that misunderstanding in December has kept you in fear and heartache over what you no longer have. It's keeping you in that fear. So let's get into the tarot cards. What can we tell you about this? What do you need to know? Sorry. My daughter is playing with the kittens, but sometimes you have to just make sure they're okay. So that wall, that defense, you're a very resilient person, but sometimes you can kind of not let things in that absolutely could make you feel comfortable. But I'm getting this fear of like, if you're comfortable, then that's weakness. Or if you soften into something or fall into something, it's weakness. Is it? Or is it contentment? Is it something that actually gives you pride, makes you feel proud to be you? Because that's what I'm getting from this, is that there's an opportunity in your life here that you could absolutely be happy with. But because you're holding on to this heartache over what you no longer have, of some misunderstanding that happened in December, it's blocking you from receiving this. You know, you could absolutely be this confident person who's in their power, who is excited about life again, you know. The Nine of Cups, there's this desire in there. Look, pride, being proud to be where you are right now. So, what's going to happen for you? The Emperor, I'm really feeling like you could be masculine here, and this is putting you in a place of feeling powerful, feeling content, feeling like you've got your house in order. There's something here though, you have got to really, that ram at the bottom is really significant, because it's almost like you've really got to butt something out of your mind, out of your life. Yes, I do feel there's going to be some kind of impact to do with a financial situation to do with that. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but if you book in for a personalised reading, we can look deeper into what that is and why it's there, okay? Oh, and we have the Lovers at the bottom. So there's another I actually feel like this happiness, this excitement that you could be absolutely in, it's just, it feels like a soulmate type of connection, but you're blocking it because of this heartache over what you no longer have, and the delusion that you may have put there in your own mind of what you think you should be doing or should have. Okay, now this doesn't mean it's time for hasty decisions. So Perthrow is there about, like, you know, this could be, it's a new opportunity for you, a new chance, but slow down, just slow down, keep plodding on along. I actually feel like if you did nothing at all, this would still be the way that things would go, but it's taken a long time because of what's still held in there. The Three of Pentacles, I'm seeing like a blonde haired woman. She may have like wavy hair, that kind of thing, a really funny laugh as well. I feel like that's what this misunderstanding is to do with, or this something that happened in December. Because in your head, it's almost like you thought that was everything, or that was going to work out, or it's just been held in your mind that didn't feel very good. Okay, but we have the Two of Cups showing up on here, so there's something that actually is absolutely better than that coming through, but you've got to let go of it. You've got to let go of the fear. Now, drop me a DM if you want to book in for a personalised reading around this. I'd love to go deeper into it.